Is your butt your problem area? Watch this video for exercises to lose the baby weight and tone your butt. Plus, for more exercises specifically for mums, subscribe to my channel. And hit the bell to be notified of my new video releases every Tuesday. If you're frustrated with your weight after pregnancy and want to get back into better shape but safely, then follow along with me. I have 5 of my best exercises to help you get a toned, perter butt.
Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Hundreds of my clients followed these very exercises to lose centimeters off their butts, and you can too. So let's get started. We have 5 exercises. The first exercise is the bridge. So we're coming down onto a mat or the floor. You're lying down onto your back with your feet flat, close together, and your knees bent. Now, you want to draw your belly button down towards your spine and achieve a fairly flat back position. Avoid arching your back. Arms down by your sides. You're going to squeeze your butt and lift your hips and your butt up off the floor, coming right up onto your shoulders. You want your hips to be lying level and flat with your pubic bones, so this part of your body is really level. This exercise really targets the glutes and the back of the legs as well, and it can also really enhance your core strength after pregnancy if you make sure that you're engaging your core and your belly button. I'll show you how to do that. In this position, you're probably already feeling it. We're going to lift the hips and then lower halfway, push back up again and lower halfway. Now we're doing 3 sets of 8 repetitions, trying to keep your bottom off the floor on each one so that you're lowering halfway or close to the floor. Keep your hips up level and breathe out on every lift. Next set, so squeeze your glutes, lift up and lower halfway. Try and keep your knees close together. Next set, lifting right up onto your shoulders, keeping your back fairly flat. Now last one, hold it up and we're going to pulse up and down a little bit faster and a slightly decreased range of motion. Really squeezing those butt muscles, feeling it in the backs of the legs as well. It's important to tone up that part too, helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. Okay, 2 more sets, 8 pulses. Fast movement. Breathing out on each one. This also helps strengthen your pelvic floor muscle too, so it's a really great exercise to do to really isolate and strengthen your bottom, your butt, the backs of your legs, pelvic floor, and also core. Last few pulses, and then gradually lower your butt back down to the floor, keeping your back flat. We're going to roll over onto our side, and next up is the clamshell. We're lying right down onto our arm, taking our hand behind the back of our head. Bring your knees up so that your hips are at a 45-degree angle and you have one foot on top of the other and your hips are lined up. That's really important because there's a tendency to roll back at the hips. So with your heels and your toes together, open and close your top knee like the movement of a clamshell. This exercise is called the clamshell and it helps target the outside of your bottom right here. As you open and close the knee, breathe out to draw your belly button in towards your spine. To make this more challenging, you can lift your feet off the floor, but make sure that one hip, the top hip, stays over and in line with the bottom hip. Now we're going into 2 more sets of 8. Make sure you're not rolling back at the hips and you're staying really stable right here. Last set. And if it gets too challenging for you with your feet lifted, keep your feet onto the floor. Now we're going to pulse. So you want to pulse open and close the top knee, but aiming to keep space in between the knees. Remember, you can have your feet lifted for the more challenging version. And you'll really feel this in the hip, but also the outside of the glutes, the butt right here. Next set of 8 pulses. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, release. Let's switch to the other side. Resting right down onto your arm, take the hand behind the back of the head. Bring the knees up and your hips are at a 45-degree angle, one foot on top of the other. Hand onto your hip, hips are aligned, and then open and close the top knee. Now, if you did the more challenging version on the other side, you'll need to repeat that version on this side too to keep everything balanced. So that's where you have your feet lifted, toes are together, heels are together. Really waking up and targeting the outside of the butt. Whew. So remember, the easier version is with the feet onto the floor. Always got to make sure your top hip is lined over your bottom hip and the hips stay really still as you're performing this move. Breathe out as you open and close that top knee. Last set of 8. Keep the feet lifted if you're doing the challenging version. Now open out that top knee and just pulse up and down, faster movement, but less range of motion. 2 more sets of 8 pulses. Feet on the floor to make it easier if you wish. And I'm gonna finish with the more challenging version with my feet lifted. 4 more pulses, 3, 2, 1, and lower the knees together and lower the feet to the floor. Moving on to the next exercise. Exercise 3 is the Ballet Leg Lift. This exercise is one of my favorites because it targets the butt, but it also targets the back of the leg too. So stand facing a wall with your hands lined up with your shoulders. Feet are flat, and then just hinge down at the hips so you're bending your knees slightly. Lift your right leg up behind you, point the foot, and then lift and tap back down. Lift and tap back down. We want to really squeeze your butt muscle as you lift the leg. We're going to do 3 sets of 8. So going into the second set. And be sure to sit right back at the hips. Next set. 3, 4, keep the foot pointed. 5, draw in your belly buttons to avoid arching your back. Now we're going to lift the leg and we're going to pulse. So you're keeping it high, keep the left knee slightly bent, and keep this leg pulsing, little pulses. We're doing 2 more sets of 8. Boy, you're gonna really feel this in your bottom. I am. Last set of 8 pulses. Relax your shoulders and step it back down. Now we're doing the same thing on the other leg. So bend the right leg slightly, lift the left leg up behind you, sitting back at the hips. Draw your navel in to support your spine and avoid arching your back. And then lift, pointing the foot, and lower, tapping back down. So you'll feel that squeeze in your glutes, and you'll also feel this exercise targeting the back of your leg as well. Next set of 8, 3 sets of 8. Third set. Just make sure you keep your shoulders relaxed because there is a tendency sometimes to bring your shoulders up to your ears. Now lift that leg and you're ready, we're going into the pulses. So you're pulsing the leg up and down and you're really targeting the hamstring just below the butt with this one, as well as the center of the bottom. Next set of 8 pulses. Keep that leg high, last set. And lower the leg and the foot back to the floor. Now over to you. Comment below and tell me which exercise you're feeling in your butt the most. Exercise 4 is the Plie Squat. The plie is an excellent exercise to not only tone your butt, but tone and strengthen your thighs too. It also improves the range of motion around your hips, which can improve your flexibility and help with any backache. So, stand with your feet wide and turned out at 45 degrees. Engage your core by drawing your navel in towards your spine and keep your back straight. Place your hands across your chest or have them on top of your head. Then sit back at the hips, lower down, keeping your feet flat to the floor, and then come up to straight. Lower and come back up. Now you can have your hands here or your hands here, or to make it more challenging, you can place your hands into a V shape above your head. We're doing 3 sets of 8. So we're going into the second set. Be sure to have your knees turned out so they stay in line with your toes, or just come before your toes rather than going over your toes. Third set. Always sitting back at the hips, keeping your body weight into the heels of your feet. Now on this set, we're going to go low. We're going to stay right here. If your arms are aching, then place your hands across your chest. And we're staying low. Draw your pelvic floor muscle up. Draw in your belly button and try and keep your back flat. We're staying low for another 2 sets of 8. And you'll really feel this not only in your bottom, but also in your thighs. Stay strong. Stay with me. Nearly there. 4 more, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly, gradually come up to standing. This exercise is a bonus exercise to exercise 4. It's the Plie Squat again, but we've got a side leg lift to further target the outside of your bottom. So going back into the wide stance position, feet turned out at 45 degrees, knees open. You'll plie down with your hands in front of your chest and then tap the right leg to the side. So plie and tap. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, lift your leg out to the side, keeping your core strong and firm by drawing in your belly button to keep your back supported and help with balance. This exercise really helps improve the range of motion in your hips to help you with any backache you might be suffering. Now we're going to go into 2 more sets of 8. Lifting the leg out to the side and feeling that squeeze in your butt. Next set, stay with me. Plie, sitting back at the hips. Keeping those feet turned out. 4 more. 1 more. Now we're switching to the other side. So you can either tap for the easier version, or for a more challenging version, lift your leg to the side. You'll also feel this slightly in the side of your waist too. Great bonus for strengthening your obliques. Remember to keep those feet turned out, always sitting back into the plie position, protecting your knees by making sure your knees stay behind your toes as you plie down. Next set of 8. Whew. Remember to breathe out as you come up. 1 more. And rest. Well done. Moving on to the next exercise. Your final exercise, which is the single leg squat, but resting on the ball of your foot. And that means you just have a little bit more support, a little bit more balance, specifically good if you've just had a baby and feel a little wobbly. So we're going to start on our right foot first of all, and just step forward with your left foot. So you're resting on the ball of your foot. You're then going to place your hands across the chest and you're going to bend back at your hip, keeping this knee behind your toe and then pushing through your glutes to come back up. So you lower your body down and then bring your body back up straight. So I'll show you this from the side, but just keep following along with me. So you'll notice my knee stays right behind the toe so that it's protected and you don't place any stress at your knee joint. And we're trying to get low lifting up your pelvic floor, but also drawing in your belly button so you can engage your core even when you squat. And we all want a stronger core, right? Especially after having a baby, and you've got to lift and carry your baby everywhere, and you want to be protecting your back. So a strong core is important for you to do that. Now we're doing our famous 3 sets of 8, so we have done throughout this workout. So we have 2 more sets of 8, but you have to excuse my counting. It's not the best. Okay, let's go 4 more. 3, keep lowering down. Now on this set, we're gonna come down and we're gonna pulse, keeping it low. Now my tip here is to make sure that you have softened your tailbone, so that's the base of your spine, so that it's kind of pointing down towards the floor. All right, that keeps your back fairly flat and avoids you arching your back. Stay low, I know. You'll feel it through the thigh, but also through the glutes. You need to give those glutes a little squeeze, make sure they're switched on. Stay low for the last set of 8 pulses. Oh, well done. Okay, let's switch legs. So just bringing the right ball of the foot just in front of the left to the side. We're sitting down into the hips and then coming back up. So the first 3 sets of 8 repetitions, a full range of movement, going down and then lifting back up straight. Remember, it's important to protect the knee by making sure you're sitting right back at the hip and putting the body weight or your body weight into the heel of your foot. So just be sure to have that right. I'll show you from the side, down and up. So I'm really sitting back, pushing my bottom backwards, or my butt backwards. Okay, let's go into the next 2 sets of 8. One tip with the breathing is make sure you breathe out as you come up and engage your core, drawing your navel in towards you. Last set of 8, full range of movement. Four more. One more. Now stay low and pulse. 3 sets of low pulses. Next set, staying low, drawing up your pelvic floor. Last set, the thighs, but also the bottom, and specifically helping target the outside of the butt area too. 2 more low pulses, 1 more, and gradually come up to standing. Well done. Now you have 5 exercises to tone up your butt and burn fat. What about the rest of your body? I have a free guide, Exercises to Reset Your Body After Pregnancy, which features stretches, exercises to strengthen your core and flatten your tummy and tone you up all over. Download your free copy at the link below today. And if you want to join my community of like-minded mums, where I share my post-baby fitness and health tips to help you be strong both physically and mentally, then come on in. You can join my private Facebook community by clicking the link below. If you like this video, then be sure to give it the thumbs up and share it with all your mummy friends. Plus, comment below with helpful if you found this video helped power your butt. And let me know what other body parts you want to work out. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my next video, Mummy Tummy Workout. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of its release.